What's good, guys? AFCON 2024 is finally here, and I can't tell you how happy I am because it's going to be an exciting 2 to 4 weeks of fun for we football lovers. This kind of games, you don't watch them at home. Come on, why? If you're not at the stadium watching these games, the best place to watch the game and enjoy it at the viewing center. And of course, at my viewing center, I'll be giving you all the actions, the goals, the celebrations, the banters, everything that my viewing center has to offer. This is AFCON with Dangolo, and I've got a very special guest today, ladies and gentlemen. Today, my brother and my friend, Azubike Stanley. Come on, give it up for Michi. Michi, how you doing?
My God.
Good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
So, how do you feel? AFCON is finally here. We've waited, we've anticipated, and finally it's here. How do you feel?
Well, I like to say the truth. We did not wait. We did not anticipate. We did not do anything. In fact, AFCON that Super Sports just agreed to broadcast barely 2 days ago. That's how chaotic it is. So, I'd like to see the AFCON get a build-up like the Euros will get build-ups.
Yeah.
Euros wants to come. You see everybody is preparing for Euros. Players are getting enthusiastic to go for Euros. We have one under another waiting to play Tottenham Hotspur before coming to Cameroon. So there is no AFCON. I don't know. But all the same, we're here. Let's enjoy.
Where do you think we got it all wrong? Because you mentioned Super Sports, and that has nothing to do with CAF. You get, so it's not a problem from CAF, but that of Onana too is personal between him and his country.
It's an incredible situation with Super Sports. Super Sports are, MultiChoice is an African broadcast channel,
yeah.
So they should be top on situations that have to do with AFCON. So whatever the Malay would be, they've had 2 years to plan.
Yes.
So coming at this point to say they are going back and forth, and because of that, because we watch the Premier League with Super Sports. Most of us watch it with we didn't see a lot of build-up, a lot of advertorials as regards the AFCON on those channels.
Exactly.
Until most recent times. But all the same, we're here. The AFCON is here. We're excited. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it, of course. I have some favorite teams I'm looking forward to seeing, so I'm excited.
We'll get to that. So the action starts today with the pre-tournament favorites, Ivory Coast, who are the hosts, taking on Guinea-Bissau. And this is a game that Nigerians are also interested in because these people are in the same group with us. So how do you see this Ivory Coast team? Do you feel they have what it takes to actually host and win this tournament?
It's not the Ivory Coast golden generation of Yaya Toure, Drogba, and the rest of them.
Yes.
But in terms of play, it's an improved Ivorian side.
Yeah.
I think they have Sebastian Haller, decent attacker, and all of that. The last tournament, they didn't perform so badly.
Yeah. And
now coming in as hosts in this tournament, they're going to have the confidence. They'll have their home turf, home advantage.
Yeah.
So it's expected that at least they come out of the group, at least at minimum. But not a bad team. I watched them during the qualifiers. Good attacking side. They can finish. They can score goals. They can create chances. They have players with trickery. They have players who can win matches. So not a bad side. But all the best for them hosting today. There are teams that people expect to come to the AFCON, and you look at your point and say these are possibilities for winning. The Ivorian team, they're just a host.
Yeah.
And with that pressure off, they could prove to be a team that nobody expects to go out and perform and get to maybe the semis.
Yeah, talking about a team that nobody expects to do well, let's come to Guinea-Bissau. Now, this team won Nigeria during the AFCON qualifiers here in Abuja. So, you're not supposed to write them off.
You're not going to write any team off. We've seen Zambia rise from barely just coming to participate and win an AFCON tournament. We've seen tournament teams like Burkina Faso get to the finals from nowhere. So this team, they've shown that, they beat us at Abuja. That is to show that they have something, they can play. And there's one thing I like about football is people love the underdog story. Because when you're playing as an underdog, you're not playing with any kind of pressure. You just want to go sit 10 men behind the ball, wait to catch your opponents on counter attack. And if you need a goal, you defend for the entire 90 minutes. And that is still football. So we're going to write them off. They are a strong side. They're a good side.
Okay, so what's your prediction on Ivory Coast, Guinea-Bissau?
Home advantage. It's the opener. The entire stadium today is going to be packed.
Yeah.
So we expected the home chair and everything. So I would say 2-0 to the Ivorians. Okay, 2-0 to them. It's their first game. They should get this one.
Ivory Coast, we are wishing you well. All the best to the Ivorian side. Now let's come back to our own Nigeria, the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We'll be having our open game against Equatorial Guinea. Now, this Equatorial Guinea are going into this game in form. They've not lost any of their last 10 games, and Nigeria is going to face them. Equatorial Guinea have only participated in this tournament 4 times, and they've gotten to the quarterfinals. What do you have to say about Equatorial Guinea?
Well, Equatorial Guinea, for them, like you said, their form and their running into the AFCON can speak for itself. They are a side that have, over the years, improved. I mean, Equatorial Guinea before, and compared to now, when it comes to AFCON standings, they're not really the team or the force you want to reckon with. But football is changing. Teams are beginning to play a particular kind of way. People are beginning to pick up results. That's what is necessary. So, on paper, there is a gulf in class between an Equatorial Guinea side and a Super Eagles side of Nigeria. But you and I know football on papers do not win football. You understand? I want to jump into the Super Eagles directly, but I think it's going to make for a very interesting matchup. Expect probably an upset.
We cannot have an upset. We can't have an upset at this early stage because we don't want to do those mathematics.
I would like to talk on the Super Eagles.
Let's come to the Super Eagles. We are going into this game. Yes, so good on paper, but our last result has not been anything to talk about. I saw Nigeria drew against Lesotho. Same thing happened with Zimbabwe, and now Guinea won us during the friendlies 2-0. So do you see this Super Eagles team going forward in this tournament to actually do it again? Because we've been trending the hashtag let's do it again.
I don't know where all these trends are popping up from, but I can tell you what on the street, the average Nigerian like me is not excited to watch the Super Eagles play at the AFCON. To be very honest with you, it's been very disappointing. It's been very disappointing. When you look at the crop of players that we have at our disposal, the Super Eagles they've not been able to cut it. You understand? So I can tell you that the average Nigerian is looking at this like, AFCON they go now. Look, we see how they agree. You understand? Let's go there. Look at the Super Eagles team and the quality. That squad is probably one of the most valuable squads that came to the AFCON. Look at players are dropping off. Sadiq Kumar went off injured. What's the player went off? I look at the replacements coming in. Onacho and Murphy. These are still established European top class players. If you tell you the depth they have in squad, there is Victor Osimhen, one of the world best attackers in the world today. In the squad, there are so many good players. If this team must go any further in this tournament, Victor Osimhen is very instrumental. They have to understand that he is the best bet if we want to get goals. First off, our backline, our defense, our goalkeeping area has not been sorted out. You know, I was listening to the coach's press conference. He's saying he's not sure of who we want to field as a first choice goalkeeper going to the AFCON. I mean, a team that wants to progress in the AFCON, by now you should know who is your first choice goalkeeper or second choice. We're not comfortable with Uzoro. The country is not comfortable with Uzoro. We're not very comfortable with him. And people are clamoring that to say Maduka should have come back to the squad. So goalkeeping option, we have a problem. With the Knock said, the blood of Jesus. Father Jesus. That situation. And that is true. You understand? In defense, yes, Ajayi is there, Aina is there. We have some. We just need to build Amero experience coming into the team. Top performance I look out for is likes of Kevin Bassi, Ola Aina, Ademola Lukman, and of course Chukwueze. These are players I expect in very important areas of the pitch. We don't have Wilfred Ndidi. We expect Kevin Bassi to step up and fill into that role with those robust challenge, those cutting off plays and all that, and being able to link up play with the number 10s in front.
So what's your final prediction? Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea.
As a patriotic Nigerian, I would say 1-0. As a patriotic Nigerian, I would say 1-0 because we have labored and maybe we'll get one goal for one defender.
Yes.
I would say 1-0 from a defender, maybe header. Ajayi will just come and head one inside. 1-0. But as a football fan, as an analyst, I look at the game and I struggle to see where the goals will come from if Osimhen is not playing at 100%. Remember, Victor is not yet 100%. He has struggled with injuries this season. He's coming back. He's not 100% the player he was that won the title just a season ago. So I look forward to seeing how he comes into the game and he imposes himself. If Victor rises to the occasion in this AFCON, there's a chance of my winning. For real. If he becomes that talisman, the player where everybody wants to rally around him and he gets the goals, there's a big chance that he might actually win this tournament.
And to do that, he needs full cooperation from his fellow teammates.
We don't want selfish players. We don't want Moses Simon taking the ball down one side of the line and instead of delivering a very good cross into the box, we want to dribble 2 more players while there's a sitting Victor waiting to tap on a sitter.
Yeah.
You understand? This is not a tournament to come out and shine personally. Both Chukwueze, both Ademola Lookman, both Simon, both Musa. This is not a tournament to come out and show individual brilliance. This is a tournament we expect to go in as a team and play to our strength and what works for us. If we can do that, I'm also happy that there's a Mary and Musa in the team because these are past winners. So I hope they can be able to instill some of the 2013 heroics into this new young generation.
Yes, so the young generation needs to actually impress a lot of football fans like myself because Nigerians need this win. We need to have confidence in the Super Eagles team again. Our last 3 outings has not been something good to us. So we need this win against Equatorial Guinea to actually believe in Nigeria again. So for the Group A, we have Ivory Coast, Guinea-Bissau, Nigeria, and Equatorial Guinea. So which are the 2 teams you see coming out from this group?
Well, we expect Nigeria to win the group. Then Ivory Coast. That's what I think will happen. On paper, that's what should happen. But I think it's one of Nigeria or Ivory Coast. Then one of the other 2 teams would make it through.
So you think the 2 favorites, which is Nigeria and Ivory Coast?
One of them will go off the group.
One of them will go off the group.
My favorites to win this tournament as a whole, if you ask me, is the Moroccan national team.
Yes.
That has to be everybody's favorite.
The Moroccan national team is everybody's favorite team based on their performance in the last World Cup. And they still have the whole squad player. They have the same management. They have. When you watch those guys play at the World Cup, you would know this is not just an African team. This is a polished North African team playing the best of football. Yeah. And they have some fantastic players that are also still in the squad at the AFCON. So I don't see. At least they get to the finals. If there's any challenge, maybe hold at Senegal. Maybe because they play some good football. So Senegal, they play some good football. If there's any challenge, maybe Senegal. Can you actually guess the 4 teams that you see in the semi-finals?
I'd say Morocco. I would say Senegal. I would say Nigeria because I mean Nigeria. Yes. I have to say Nigeria. Sorry at the bottom of everywhere, but I wish you guys to go to semi-final. Then I think we'll get a new team, probably Tanzania, any of these new teams, and I think we're going to have one of these moments where we have one team rising from the ruins and getting into the semi-final.
That is actually one of the favorite moments I look forward to.
Yeah, I think we're going to have that surprise packages. They come in and they take it all the way to the semi-finals.
Yeah. All right, guys, this is AFCON with Dangolo, and you've heard a whole lot from Stanley, Azubike Stanley, actually himself. This is a very good lover of this beautiful game of football. I will get to do this more with you, Muchi. Thank you very much for honoring
I hope to return. I look forward to you guys will hear from me. You will hear from me even more and more and more and more.
So when this team that he predicted gets to the semi-final, we'll bring him back to predict who will win the final. All right, thank you very much.